That's what we can play up. All right, well, yeah. Oh, we got. Let me get the water for the libations. Like, yo, you feeling it? We know you know Ricky. Everything. You got no Yeah, you have to shit on your phone. Yeah, you do. Yeah, well, yeah. That is how you. That's all he's called. We did the call. Everything is me. Yeah, I mean, until we get into the. Okay. I need like a heartbeat, right? There you go. You got water? Right. I need the water for my starter. Just talking. You got it. You got to come back with that faith. No matter what you do. That's right. That's it. Where we sit down and as we remember Zion, Father the wicked carried us away, captivity required of us a song. How can we sing our Father's song in a strange land? We for the blood that we shed in Poland, Africa. Say no for the war that they stole. The people they took it from. We're about to get started with our libations. Those of you all that may not know about libations, we pour libations in remembrance of our ancestors. Our ancestors are those who have transitioned from one life stage to another. Our ancestors are those who have moved from one life stage to another. These are people you want to remember their spirit, right? I always think of my mother, my grandmother. I tell the story that my grandmother is upstairs. When I was little, they would always say that we call my grandmother mama upstairs. I couldn't get to her, but I know where she was at. She was upstairs. And I do this because grandmama was upstairs. She's looking downstairs and she can see what we do. Right? So when you think about your ancestors, keep that in mind. And normally in a Eurocentric perspective, they don't talk about the ancestors. But we have to talk about our ancestors. We have to remind ourselves, and there's a saying that if we don't speak of the ancestors, that means they've died twice. Right? Somebody asks you all to do something, but I ask you to stand if you can. You can stand up, please stand up. And what we're going to do is I want you to think, get into your mind. Think about someone who has passed. transition. I want you to know their name and say their name. Right? Think about what they smell like, what they would say. I always tease people. My grandmama, my mama would told my grandson, don't move that. I'll teach you. I just know what she would say. Certain things, you can hear it. You can smell it. You can see it. Right? But some of us don't want to remind it of that. I was washing the car the other day, and it was hot the other day. So I'm washing the car, and my brother Mac knew how to wash cars. So I called him Mac, and he was like, Clean? Clean is my nickname. When you wash a white car, you just do one part at a time. I feel like I was really talking to my brother Mac. Talk to my mama all the time. So what we're going to do is get in your mind, find someone, and I'm slowing down because I'm letting them in the door. Give you time to think about that person. It could be way back there. I can't even tell you. If I'll be lying. I don't know when my grandmother passed. Did you hear that? I can think about had I graduated college yet, or was I still in high school? But I really don't. And my mother just passed too. I'm saying just passed, but I don't know. Was it 5 years ago? Guess what? It felt like yesterday. And for those of you all that may not know it, transition, it can be traumatic. You may have kids that never experienced a funeral before. That is traumatic. And you never called the grandmama name again. You saw your son just falling out, but you don't even think of Amy no more. Ain't said her name since. Don't have no pictures in the house of him. Ain't nobody came over no more. Don't know what grandmama's real name is, just Big Mama. Never really knew what her name was. So today I want to say their name. So when we pour this libation, I'll just pour it into water. Because they say that energy don't die. But where did it go? Right? So we're going to pour it into the water. We're going to pour it into this plant. And when we pour it into the plant, we're just going to simply say, I shake. And I shake just means I agree. I shake? Okay. So let me begin as we should always do, and that's by giving honor to God. I know that some call him Jah, some call him Amen Ra, some call him Jehovah Jireh, and some call him Allah. But I just simply say God, who is the most gracious and the most merciful. Also at this time, I want to welcome the spirits of our godly ancestors, who we invite to be with us and to guide us from that plane of awareness so that we'll be about the things that we're about and say the things we're about to say. Ashe? Ashe. I pour libations for my grandmother, Fannie Mae Pat Davis. Ashe? Ashe. My granddaddy, Odell Davis Davis. Ashe? Ashe. My mama, Winnie Davis. Ashe? Ashe.
Ethel Miriam.
Ashe. Ashe. Say it loud.
Jeanette.
Jeanette? Ashe.
Robert Major Walker.
Ashe. Ashe. Say it loud, y'all. I want them to hear it.
Yvonne Frederick.
Yvonne Frederick. Ashe. Ashe. Kendall Craig. Ashe.
Ashe. Roseanne Felton.
Ashe.
Ashe. Theophilus Williams.
Ashe.
Wale, Robert Ed.
Ashe.
Charlie Hampton.
Nanny Boo Cooper.
Ashe.
Nanny Boo Cooper.
Ashe. And let me tell you something. When we call these names, you might find you got an ancestor, you got a cousin in here. So say their name. Uncle James. Uncle James. Ashe.
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 My name say Cecil B. Gary.
Ashe.
Citra Hudson.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Beatrice Hutchins.
Ashe.
W.H. and Melinda Haynes.
Ashe.
Susan Haynes.
Ashe.
Robert and Annie Walker.
Ashe.
Nathan Haynes.
Ashe. Everybody can say a name. Ashe. Ashe.
Rita Terry.
Ashe.
Sydney Lockett.
Ashe. I can't hear nobody in the back. Ashe.
Call it. Keep calling.
Keep calling.
God for your collection.
Ashe. There you go.
Irma.
Irma. Ashe.
Ashe.
Eunice Johnson. I heard something in the back.
Gladys and Lorenzo.
All right.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Kenneth Hawthorne.
Ashe.
Randolph Hawthorne.
Ashe. There you go.
Ernestine Jones.
Ashe.
Shirley Chisholm.
Ashe.
Peace Lumumba.
Ashe. Michael Jackson. Ashe. Okay. I saw this before.
Marcus Garvey.
There you go, Marcus Garvey. Malcolm X.
Fred Hampton.
Fred Hampton.
John Henry Clark.
Dr. John. And how about this? Pour libations for our ancestors whose spirits we have not forgotten. Whose names we may have forgotten. Whose spirits we have not forgotten. And those who have died in the middle passage that we may not even know. Ashe.
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 Asheo.
Ashe.
Now can we just have a moment of silence? I share y'all.
I swear.
I be forgetting to ask this question. Is there anybody here that wanted to say a name, but they didn't get a chance to get it out? Because I want to make sure I invite that spirit here as well.
Velma and Felton Jr.
I'm so glad they're here. Thank you. So keep that in mind. We have the spirits of our ancestors. So we're just going to get into the programming. Some of you all were coming in, and I was just telling Justin the other day, we like structure. But when you're doing a Kwanzaa thing, we don't go by other people's clock. We here, we gathered, and we're going to do our thing, right? So we have an agenda. We're going to tell you what's going to go and how it flows, but we want to do our thing. We want to be free and be who we are. Is that okay with y'all?
Yeah.
All right, then. So I've been asked to do, to start off. I don't know why Justin put me up there. But,
Need the mic?
yes, can I get the mic? So we've done the drop instructor, we've done the quant, now we're gonna do lighting of the candle, and then we'll talk about that today. So in lighting the candles, we wanna talk about Kwanzaa. Anybody here? No, I ain't gonna ask that question. We celebrate Kwanzaa. Is what the reason we celebrate Kwanzaa is to celebrate our heritage, to celebrate our culture. It doesn't take place at Christmas or Hanukkah or any other holidays. Well, our holidays. And one of the reasons I like Kwanzaa is because it's our holiday. My little Anna Karinga came up with it, decided when we would do it, how we would do it, and I was so happy about that, right? And I celebrate it every year. You might come to my house. I'm not against the trees. I don't have any trees. None of that kind of stuff. But if you come to the house, you will see this display in the house. And it brings joy, and my grandkids now know about Kwanzaa. I didn't know about Kwanzaa. Raise your hand if you knew about Kwanzaa when you was 5 years old. Okay, you must be, where you from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Figures you what, yeah. No, anybody else? We have people, even, we don't even celebrate it. So we're going to celebrate it today. So I'm to talk about the Kwanzaa. I'm going to talk about the symbols on the table. I'm going to be really brief. And then we're going to light one of the candles, right? So it's 7 principles. They call it Nguza Saba. What is it called? The Nguza Saba. Everybody, what is it called? Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm the type of teacher that does call and response. So I'm going to give you the answer, just give it back to me. All right? So the 7 principles are called the Nguza Saba. What is it called again?
Nguza Saba.
And in Nguza Saba, there are 7 principles. And they always start, the first one is Umoja. Let me hear you say Umoja. Umoja is unity. What is Umoja?
Unity.
So if I walked out of here, went down the street, came back and asked you what is Umoja, you would say what?
Unity.
Oh, y'all got that then. The second one, and the way you do it is you'll light the Umoja candle first. You go from right to left, right? So we did Umoja. Then the next one it becomes Kuji Chakalia. Let me say Kuji Chakalia.
Kuji
Let me
Chakalia.
say Kuji Chakalia.
Kuji Chakalia.
Kuji Chakalia means self-determination. What does Kuji Chakalia mean?
Self-determination.
What does Umoja mean?
Unity.
What is Kuji Chakalia?
Self-determination.
Y'all bad. Self-determination means to do for ourselves, name for ourselves, claim for ourselves, and be proud that we can do it amongst ourselves. All right? Kuji Chakalia. What is Kuji? Just to me, you say Kuji Chakalia.
Kuji Chakalia.
So we have Umoja, Kuji Chakalia, Ujamaa. Let me say Ujamaa. Let
Ujamaa.
me say Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa is collective work and responsibility. What is Ujamaa?
Collective work and
What is
responsibility.
Ujamaa?
Collective work and responsibility.
An example of collective work and responsibility is that you do what you do, but I'm gonna come and help you out, and guess what you're gonna do? I'm gonna help me out. In other words, your problems are my problems, and my problems are your problems, and we will solve them together. Collective work and responsibility. So we will see some of the things in our community. What can we do together collectively? You know, I always tell people, I don't want to collaborate with you. I want to co-labor with you. Meaning I want to birth this baby together. And we can do that in our communities. Let's not get away from it. So we have Umoja. We have,
Chakalia.
we have,
Ujamaa.
and the next one is Ujamaa. Let me say Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa is cooperative economics. What is Ujamaa?
Cooperative
What is
economics.
Ujamaa?
Cooperative economics.
Cooperative economics meaning we're going to do business amongst ourselves. Today I brought a little things, we'll be talking about it. In cooperative economics, why don't we do business with ourselves? The first 5 invaders of Africa were Asians, Arabs, Greeks, Romans, and North Europeans out of that order. Let me give it to you again. The first 5 invaders of Africa were Asians, Arabs, Greeks, Romans, and North Europeans in that order. And out of those 5, 2 of them controlled the water and the food. It's easy to remember. Asians and Arabs. Who owns the convenience stores?
Ain't
Who owns a gas station? Who owns a nail shop? Can a black man make a donut? You just think about it. Why? And then he's like, I said that to my friend. He's like, well, Rick, well, why we need to do that? We already got a donut shop, but it's not ours. So let's go back. Umoja,
Umoja,
Kujichagulia,
Kujichagulia,
Ujima,
Ujima,
Ujama.
Ujamaa.
What's the next
Yeah.
one? Nia.
Nia.
Yeah.
What is Nia?
Purpose.
What is Nia?
Purpose.
What is Nia?
Purpose.
What is Nia?
Purpose.
Right then, Nia is purpose, meaning that we have a reason for everything, not just doing something. There's a purpose for this. There's a reason why we need to learn our history in school. There's a reason why they're not having our books in the classroom. There's a reason why they closed down the libraries in our schools.
Yeah.
They got a purpose. And their purpose is that we don't know our purpose.
Yeah.
That's right.
Always have a reason for anything that you do.
Right.
Ashe?
Okay.
So we have at the purpose, at the Nia, what's the next one?
Kumba.
Let me say Kaumba. Let me say Kaumba.
Kumba.
Kaumba is creativity.
Ah.
We being creative. I'm just coming right off the dome. We being creative all the time. We use Kahuma in everything we do. Y'all should have saw me get myself. It's Kahuma. Be creative. We ain't got to do it like everybody else do. Let's do it our way. Yeah, it started at 6. We only started at 6:26. Who sets a time like that? Right? It's our thing. Let's do our thing. Kahuma. Be creative. Look, the clothes that we wear, the attire that we have on. Be creative. Kahumba. And then we had Nia, purpose, and the last one is
Imani. Faith.
faith.
Okay.
I said it the other week. Every religion. Did I say every religion? Let me repeat that again. Did I say every religion? Every religion started in Africa. I don't care what it is, it all started in Africa. So we can worship the way we want to worship. We don't have to worship like other people worship. We worship the way we worship. But not getting away from our ancestral roots. Learn about our ancestors and remember to do that. Those are that. And so outside of that, they have the fruit. The word Kwanzaa itself means first fruit. So you'd have the basket of fruit. You would have the canara where you can drink the water in it. Make sure you have that. They normally, oh, here it is. The corn represents the children. And did I miss anything else? Make sure you have some books up there. And the other thing I like about it, y'all probably call me cheap, but for Kwanzaa, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Just go to an African shop or somebody that black or your own shop and buy a book, buy a picture frame, buy something to remember your ancestors. I don't know about y'all, I'm going too deep, but I have to actually have an altar in my house. I got plants up there, I got everything on it. I remember the ancestors. But this is what this is. And if you come up here today, you have a chance to come and look at each and every one of them. All right? Did anybody learn something new today? Are there any questions about the display? Because I go to places that we don't have a chance to ask questions. We doing our own thing. If you have a question, ask a question.
Do you have a makeika up there?
Yes, the makeika's up here as well. And so the makeika is the straw mat she talks about. So we don't have the mat, but we have the kente cloth representing the makeika.
Okay.
Anybody else? There you go. Go on, girl. I like that. I probably do it at your house there, right? All right, what's the question?
Question: do you like all the candles in one day?
No, thank you.
I know.
Y'all better ask me questions. You like the candles, you like one every day. So if you go to my house, the first one I said is the black one. You put the black one in the middle. You have to the right is red, to the left is green, and you alternate every day. Right? And so normally what I do with the kids, I have my grandson light it one day, my granddaughter light it the next. They just come over just to light the candle, we'll say a prayer, and they going back home. But they'll know it, and when you come back the next day, you'll see there's 3 lit, and the 4th one is secured. All right, we'll have that done today too. Any other questions?
Have you ever seen that was lit up with electricity?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, it's funny you asked that question. I don't shop. I mean, I'm not. Wells Fargo is not where I bank at, but I got a check from Wells Fargo, and I went to Wells Fargo today and to cash the check, and they had an electric one up there, and they had them all lit the right way. I thought that was pretty neat. So yes, I said I like the manager, so I need to come up there and get an account in there. Any other questions about it? This is the good part about it, because if you don't know about this, you won't ask the questions. You'll start thinking you ask a question. Come on, sister.
Can you tell us what the color of the candles mean?
Oh, thank you. The red, the black, and the green. Red for the blood, black for the people, and green for the land. Got it again? What's the colors of the candles again, everybody?
Red.
What's the red for?
Love.
What's the black for?
People.
What's the green for?
Land.
Sometimes when you see gold added to it, the gold is for the riches of the land. Any other questions? All right, I'm good then. Justin, where's my phone? Did I miss it?
About the lighting?
Huh?
You about the lighting?
Yes, we want to light the candles. And normally when we do the candles, we have one of the children, the kids, to come and light the candles. Young people, not kids. Yeah, no, he's too young to light that candle. But bro, can you help us out? Okay, Donna's gonna get that set up. And let me tell y'all something. It doesn't take place at Christmas. I gotta be like, oh, it's not that. It's just celebrating our culture. What's wrong with that? Well, the young guys right there, they don't always ask this question. I said, somebody broke in your house and there was nobody there. There's no family pictures. There's no portraits. How would they know you was African? I didn't say African American. I said African.
Mm.
If somebody broke in your house and there are no pictures, no family portraits, none of that, how would they know that you was African or African American? Anybody? What about you? I don't know. I've been to your house. I can't answer that question. I can't ask that question. I'm gonna ask you, what's in your house? Nobody. They broke in there. There was nobody there. How would they know?
The altar, there's all kinds.
You got an altar too?
Yeah, we got pink tank print everywhere. We got things from Ghana, South America, Kenya. We everywhere we travel, we always grab a piece.
There you go. If you broke in my house, I got it too. What my house look like? Like a museum. You go like Ricky, like a museum. What you got in your house? Somebody broke in there. Ain't nobody there. How would they know you was African?
I was just gonna crack one, man. I knew it was black. I break into a small broke into my grandmother's house because it had John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King.
All right. I'm that inactive. Somebody broke into your house, and that's a question to ask, right? And there's oftentimes we don't have anything in our house. So we're gonna do the ends because we're working towards. You can do it anyway, but traditionally we do it right to left. But today we're going to we're gonna do the ends. Keep that. So today is the third day, right? Fourth day. All right. So we've had Umoja, Kujichagulia, Ujima, and today is Ujamaa. All right. The first one is everybody. What is it? Umoja.
Emoja.
Right. You ready? Kujichagulia. Ujima. Ujima.
Ujima.
Back over here. Ujamaa. Ujamaa. All right then. Ashe? All right, Justin. I think I passed the mic though.
Okay.
I've had it too long.
You get
All right, you gonna do the purpose of what to expect. Okay.
the purpose. No, you did the purpose.
Oh, I already did that
You
part.
did that, yeah. I got it.
Me no Umoja. I did all that.
Our group now.
Organization. There you go. All right.
All right, give Brother Ricky a hand. Okay, my name is Justin Haynes, and I'm the vice president of For the Brothers Group, For the Brothers Organization. And well, first of all, I don't know if all the organizations are here. Is Brother Rowe here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So, and I'll do an introduction of our group first. So, I'm For the Brothers. Raise a hand. Anybody heard of our group before? For the Brothers?
I'm with it.
All right. So, and y'all probably saw on y'all seats, there's a flyer on everybody's seats. So, for the brothers, I'll just give a brief history. We've been operating about 3 years now. We've pretty much started off as far as doing like men's retreats. So we had like a group of older guys, and we got about maybe at that time about 4 younger guys, so maybe about eight to nine of us, and we took them like on a men's retreat. So we took them out of their normal elements pretty much. So they usually Fort Worth area, and we took them to Orlando for the first time, and we did a lot of different things like building type things, but we did also fun things as well. So we did like jet skis. We did what else? And then we try to do everything like all black as well. So we went to black owned restaurants. We celebrate the culture pretty much. So and then it kept growing from there. So like the next year we did another men's retreat. We went to Tampa.
Yeah.
Went to Tampa, Florida. Went to the beach. There was a big Juneteenth celebration at the time at Tampa Bay Stadium. And same thing as far as the like black owned restaurants and things like that.
Our sessions.
And our sessions too. Most important thing, we have like our mental health sessions. So, and it kind of took off from there. So like now, we don't just do retreats now. So now we have like a couple of main pillars. So, well, let me back up a little bit. So, as far as our group, we say we focus on the young men between the age of 16 to 24. But honestly, it's like just men in general. iron sharpen iron. So us older men, I know we got Brother Ricky's in the group as well, our elder. He's not an older guy, he's 46 in the mirror. As I said, there you go. 46 in the mirror. We got Brother Caesar in the house as well, Damon. So we got our older guys as far as like our mentors, and then we have our younger guys as well, like Brother Joe, Christian here. We got King, Quintrell.
Yeah.
We got a lot of young brothers. So we pretty much learn from each other, you know. So like they can teach us a little something, we teach them something. So it's like a mentorship group, but then also we do like for myself personally, I do resume writing. I help people get jobs. What else? Interview prep, things like that. I do IT training as well, and that's gonna be another pillar that we add. We have Damon, he does our finances, and we do what else?
History.
Yeah, history, education, history.
Mental health.
Yes. Mental health. And then so our main pillars though, so we do like I said, we do the mental health, but then we also do gaming tournaments. So like Brother Rick always say we gotta meet them where they are.
Yeah.
So a lot of our young men, you know, they play video games, they do this and that. So we host four times out the year we do a what we call play the game, get some game. So they'll play like Madden, NBA 2K, Mortal Kombat coming soon,
Yeah.
Call of Duty. So and then for the older crowd, we have the other side of the tournament. We do spades.
All right.
We got spades. We got dominoes, Uno. You know, so we want to bring the community together pretty much. So that's one thing. So that's one of the elements. The next one is, like I say, the men's retreats. This year we're gonna do more like we did Atlanta as well. I mentioned it. Yeah, we went to Atlanta last year. This past year. So Atlanta, we did HBCUs. We went to Clark and Morehouse, not Morehouse, Morris Brown. And then we also, where did we go? We went to MLK House.
Tell you went to TI Trap House.
TI Trap House.
Yeah, went to the Trap House.
We went to the Trap House, yeah. So,
Yeah, it's a museum, y'all.
yeah, it's a museum. And then we did, you know, like I said, black-owned restaurants and things like that as well. And then this year we're doing more like it's kind of twofold. We're doing like a wilderness type retreat. So we're going to like the Oklahoma, Arkansas area. So we're gonna do some fishing, hiking. We're gonna do things like that. But also it's close to Black Wall Street as well. So we're gonna take an hour and a half trip to Black Wall Street. So we're gonna go there as well, do a tour, and then also it's close to Little Rock area as well. So we're gonna go to some HBCUs and stuff over there as well. Huh? Phone calls. Oh, and I'm sorry, yeah. And then also every Wednesday we do have our phone calls every Wednesday. And I know I've been saying a lot, so that's one thing we try to work on our speech. And I'm horrible with my speech. I'm kind of sweating up here. But if we do things like and you know what I'm saying, you feel me? We put the drop down and give 5 push-ups, and then like you say like the N-word, stuff like that, and 10 push-ups. If you curse, if you stay at a woman too long, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. If y'all stay too long, that's some more push-ups. You know, so we're trying to rebuild our men, you know, to think better, to be like a 360 view of the man. Right. And then the last thing I would mention is our college thing. Oh yeah. Or I say college thing. We'll call it what do we call it?
College preparatory.
College prep, back to school, back to college. So what we did this past year in August, we had six young men. We partnered with the sisterhood as well. We had 2 young ladies and 4 young men. And we got everything ready for their college. So a lot of them are going off to college, to school, like this young man here, Q, even Joe as well. Right. So yeah, give it up for them. Yeah. So what we did for them, we gave each one a laptop. We did microwave, refrigerators. What else? Toiletries. Yeah. Everything you can think of for their dorms. You know, to like give them a head start. And so we plan on doing that again this year, and you know, maybe even do like scholarships and stuff like that with it as well. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. Any thoughts or questions?
Any questions? Any thoughts? Did you miss anything? He missed something. He didn't tell her that we went to Atlanta. We got a mansion, swimming pool, jacuzzi. We do a session every day from 9 to about 1. Talk about men things, male socialization. We also have a chef to come in, a celebrity chef that cooks for us. She cooked for Will Smith. And then we have full body massages. The lady come in, give us a massage. The kids eat at nice restaurants. Something that we even had this year, we had robots feed them this year. Yeah. So I'll stop.
See, I was underselling this. See, thank you, Brother Rick. So yeah, so and like if you want to get involved, you can sign up to become a brother.
Yeah.
And like I say, with the gaming tournaments that will come out to that January
That's what the
17th.
funds are used for. We
Yeah.
raise the money to do that because the kids don't pay for anything. We pay for their flights. Some of them kids have never
Flown.
been to, not only never flown, they've been to the airport. So we pay, yeah, we bring.
I know, right? Come on here.
No, I got to talk about education. So, yeah.
All
But
right.
you was asking questions. Anybody else? That's not right.
Any other questions, anybody?
Next
But
organization.
yeah, definitely get involved with our program. We're definitely looking for other men to help mentor and, you know, other youth to also come in and get mentored as well.
Yeah.
Some of the kids are coming from single parent homes and stuff. They may be missing a male figure. It's always good to have a room full of male figures to be able to instill and pour into some of our young men. So just always be mindful of that and be willing to expose them to that type of environment.
Is this the contact number on the bottom of that little flyer?
It should be.
It's not. And let me.
Yeah, you got a QR code is on there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and so even when we do our gaming tournaments, you all, it's free for the kids. So if you want to make a donation, the donation goes to sponsor one of the kids. We don't take any of the funds; they all go to the kids, but it sponsors the kids, and they need to get out that house. So, just
Oh
try.
yeah, we're a nonprofit organization anyway.
All right.
All right, that's all I got.
Well,
Thank you, brother.
And I'll go ahead and pass it to pretty much our counterpart. Is the sister?
oh, go ahead. Go counterpart.
Let's go to the sister here
Go
first.
sister. Yeah, okay. Go sisterhood first.
Go, sister.
You bring it over.
Okay, y'all give Justin a round of applause. It's not easy standing up here and talking in front of people and giving a speech about what's going on. I want to shout out to the Doc Bookshop for allowing this space, safe space for everybody to come together and join and learn about Kwanzaa. I'm very glad and appreciative to be a part of this event, this celebration of Kwanzaa. The Sisterhood Foundation, we are a new organization, just as for the brothers. We started in 2022, and since, yes.
She's not for the brother.
I'm gonna say
Right.
especially going off the dome. I'm gonna do a little bit. So y'all bear with me on that. But Sisterhood Foundation, we started in 2022 to help bridge the gap amongst African American women, and we added the girls. In addition to that, we wanted to start with the women to bridge the gap. If the women can't work together, we can't teach the girls anything. And so we started out with a small group of us. Latoya is also a board member as well. I want to do, before I go into sisterhood, I want to do a special shout out to Latoya King. She's a woman of many talents with style and grace. We just had our first annual pageant.
All right.
This past Saturday. And she has dedicated her time, her money, her resources into bringing to life the pageant for the girls. Like I said, it was our first one. We started out with 12 girls and we ended up with 8 girls walking the stage. The transformation of that, Latoya poured her all into that. And I'm very grateful to have her not only as a board member, but as a special friend, because she is the true meaning of what sisterhood represents. Because as you know, as women, it's not easy working together and coming together, especially with how society puts that light on African American women, how we can't come together. She's the definition of that. She saw the vision back in 2022 and she's been rocking ever since. And it's not easy, or I hadn't always had the opportunity to highlight and celebrate her. So I'm going to take this moment to do so. She deserves it. She, no matter what the task is, she's on board with getting the task completed. So I want to shout out and highlight her as not only a board member of Sisterhood, but also my friend. So Sisterhood, we represent mental health awareness, bringing our African American women and young girls exposed to the importance of mental health. Depression is real. Anxiety is real. It's something that we don't talk about enough in our community. And so with the Sisterhood Foundation, we took a step to help with addressing mental health for the women so that we can better serve our girls. Since 2022, we meet here at the Doc Bookshop every other Wednesday. We provide basic literacy, mentorship, self-esteem building for our young girls so that they can look at each other and be proud to work with each other. So they can go to school and be proud to work with each other. No fighting, no judgment zone, just positive energy. So we pour into each other to pour into the girls. Since 2022, we've completed 2 college tours. In 2023, we sat here at the Doc Bookshop and we asked the young ladies what school did they want to attend. A lot of them didn't know. But one of our mentees, she said, I want to go to Xavier University. And I said, okay. Xavier, she said, I said, why Xavier? She said, because it's one of the best historically black colleges known for medicine, known for the healthcare field. And in 2024, we made that dream a reality for her. Free of charge, we took 8 girls to Xavier University. And the young lady, she was accepted into Xavier University. She didn't go this first year because of the funds. But she has gotten a full scholarship to go, and she starts in. So although we're a small organization, we're making great strides in pouring into our youth because our youth is our future. This year, we took 10 girls to Prairie View University. And it has been our mission to make sure that we take these young girls and also our board members to historically black colleges so that for that exposure, so they can see what our communities need and who's pouring into our community. I have my bachelor's and master's degree in behavior analysis. I did not go to a historically black college. However, I know you do. I'm gonna make y'all look. Because this is how important our history is and making sure that our children learn about history. Early this year, I just realized that the University of North Texas, part of the colleges, part of the colleges built on Quakertown.
Yeah.
Quakertown. How many of you heard of Quakertown? A few of y'all? Okay, you know the history behind Quakertown. And it's very sad that I attended that university. Very sad. And I graduated in 2012 with my bachelor's degree. Didn't have a clue. And they made sure that I didn't have a clue about Quakertown because they cared about my dollars. They didn't care about me learning my history about my people. So I'm making it a point, along with the Board of Sisterhood, to pour into our youth and not only teach them mental health, but about our people and about our history. And so I won't be too much longer.
Yeah, what happened to Quakertown?
Quakertown, from the history that I learned about did you know about it?
No.
No, I just found out about it. So Quakertown is a smaller version of Black Wall Street. And they pretty much, it was self-sufficient. They had businesses.
They wiped it out.
They wiped it. Well, the Caucasians went to Quakertown and basically kind of talked them out of moving out of, and like they restructured. Now it is a state park, a city park. And they forced all of those African American, everybody had to leave, all of the businesses, everything. Yes, ma'am.
There's a famous story. One lady refused to sell and move. And so she went out on the day they were moving them on those logs or whatever. And she sat on her porch in her rocker. And the story is that she sat there the whole time until they moved her out of Quakertown.
It's a very touching story. When I first learned about it, I was like, what? Why didn't I know about that? I would have went to know UNT. Especially if you know the history of Denton and how that the
Klan was one of their headquarters in Denton.
yes. And I still travel to Denton for work, and we're not welcome.
Yeah.
Our dollars are welcome, but we're not welcome. And so the Sisterhood Foundation, we are a nonprofit organization for women and teen girls to work on self-esteem building, mental health awareness, and to bridge the gap in our community. Because there's no reason why we have money, but our money is not circulated within our community. We can go to the black hair store,
Come on now.
but guess where that money's going? To their people, not back to our people.
Yeah, she's right.
This bookstore has been here for 17 years.
That's right.
I was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, graduated from Dunbar High School. Any Wildcats in here?
Yeah. You got some Wildcats.
Okay, I got me some Wildcats in here.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, I graduated from Dunbar High School, and I didn't know about the Doc Bookshop until after I graduated from college, and I decided to move back out here. And so it has been my point since I came into the bookstore to highlight the bookstore.
That's right. That's sad.
If we can show up to buy New J's,
Come on now. That's
or we can buy a Louis Vuitton or a Michael Kors, we can show up to the bookstore.
Say it, girl.
So I'll get off my soapbox, but I appreciate y'all for celebrating Kwanzaa. I appreciate everyone that is here to learn about Kwanzaa, and let's keep this celebration going. The next person in line is from.
Your wall, you forgot to talk about.
Bro.
Did you talk about the wall you guys?
Oh, okay, yes.
I'm
sorry.
With the Doc Bookshop allowing Sisterhood Foundation to meet here, I met a young lady, Letitia Blewett, just at a vegan restaurant. I'm vegan, and compatible to life. We were just talking. She said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm all right." And she was like, "I did that mural right there. They had just got the mural done." And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, I have a nonprofit." I said, "I like to connect with people." I said, "I like your work. Would you like to do a mural for the doc?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure." She's like, "I'm not from here." She didn't know what the doc was. So I said, "Okay, well, let me clarify with the owners first. Let me talk to them, make sure it's okay." And I said, "Donnie, would y'all like a mural?" She's like, "Yeah, we've been thinking about that for a while." I said, "Okay, I got it. Let me take care of it." And so the Sisterhood Foundation, donated this mural.
Give it up, y'all.
And in celebration and highlighting the phenomenal work that the Doc Bookshop has done, and the collaboration that we've done with pouring into the girls, them allowing us to really pour into these girls, showing them the importance of reading history. And this mural just highlights, and it is our donation and our celebration of the Doc Bookshop. So I hope each and every one of y'all will check into what the Sisterhood is doing. Our website is www.sisterhooddfw.org. Please check out what we're doing. We have amazing events here hosted at the Doc Bookshop. We have the Men Talk. We also have our Sister Sundays where women just come free of charge, and we just celebrate and talk about different issues and how to bridge the gap in our community. How can we be closer together? How can we make our resources circulate? How can we continue to pour to each other and share those resources? So thank y'all for listening. Let's continue this celebration, and we have our tribe that is coming up next.
Yeah, and I love what they do. See, when they do it on Sunday, so when you guys are watching the football game, and women can come up here, they can interact with other women. I'll be on the golf course, but yeah, okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Stop, blood is bad. Come on.
My name is Ro Brumfield. I'm the founder of Our Tribe. Our Tribe is not really a group. We're more of a culture. There are a lot of groups. We have gun groups. We have political groups. We have a lot of groups. So our goal was to bring all that together and maybe be like a liaison and support group. So out of that came training opportunities. Our community should possess a unique set of skills. We should be carrying firearms. We should be carrying bug-out bags. We should know how to stop a bullet wound. We need to know how to camp. We need to know how to get out your house and be ready for emergencies. So our tribe, we just had a survival expo here at the dock last month. We kind of brought all that together. So we don't advertise. You're not going to hear too much from us. But if something happened in the community, you'll see us coming. But so also we're currently supporting the Carmelo Anthony family. That brother's innocent. He is innocent. He is innocent. So we're going to be needing some support for him real soon. So basically, we're just this year really going to need our community. A lot is going to happen this year with the midterms coming up. We have a lot of sisters on the ballot. I think one brother on the ballot. Please get out and vote. We're going to have another grassroots organization summit, hopefully here at the dock soon, where we're going to bring all that support together for our political candidates. So, so basically, nation building. We're going to work on nation building next year. Planting gardens, coming together as a community, doing a lot of things. So Again, we're not a group. We don't organize. We don't have fees. But if you are interested in shooting, if you are interested in nation building, if you're interested in camping and stuff like that, come and see me and let's talk. So that's about all. That's about all.
All right. All right. He was being kind of modest, man. Role organizers, right? So we had the meeting up here. He is the one that called all the different organizations together. And I think that's a great thing. Not only that, he knows technology as well. He knows he got to fly drones. So we're going to be teaching the kids some, what they call some STEM over at the building too. Okay, I'm here for another reason. I'm going to be representing two organizations. And I want to tell you something. If you're not a part of an organization, start one. Let me repeat that. If you're not a part of an organization, start one. Somebody asked me why. Because if we're not organized, we can't do anything. So if there's an organization that you and I are familiar with or don't like what they do, go start your own. But everybody should be doing something to bring unity to our community. So I'm a part of several organizations. As you just stated, I'm a part of for the brothers. But one of the others that I'm talking about today, I'm going to talk about MBK, and I'm going to talk about Community Frontline. So I'm going to start with Community Frontline. Community Frontline is an organization of men. We meet too on a monthly basis. We do community service throughout the community. You'll see me picking up trash some way. You might see me buying books for elementary school. I go to M.M. Walton every Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. We there at 7:55 every morning. And it's free. We go every morning. So if there's any minute, we go every morning, M.M. Walton. Not every morning, but every Tuesday morning. And we work with all the fifth grade boys. Been doing it for the last 3 years. Every fifth grade boy in there, we work with them and then we send them off to the other school, to the middle school. We've been doing that. If you ever get a chance to, there's a place on Lancaster, it's called Blank Space. That's owned by a member for the brother. I mean, I'm getting my groups up. That's owned by a member for Community Frontline. And Community Frontline came along a long time ago. So whenever anything taking place in the community, you need to support. There are a group of men, and I'm a part of it. They help out. They do pamper drives. They pass out coats. They do coat drives. They turkey drives. Anything you can think of. Is anything going on in the community that needs to get dealt with? They do it. We have meetings every year where we'll bring the community together and ask the community what they want. They put up on the board. They write it up on the board, and then they prioritize it. We're gonna do dot dot dot, and they do it. Right? So just about everyone that is a member owns their own business. You have Franklin Anthony that owns a clothing store up there. You have Dante that owns a construction company. Franklin's wife that owns you ever heard of Black Coffee?
Yeah.
Black Coffee right there by Texas Wesleyan. Yes, he made that part too. He's done some work up in the airport. So there's a lots of things that they do. So I wanted to mention that part. They were supposed to be here, but I said I'll represent. All right. So the other one I want to talk about, I'm proud about all of them, but this one right here is close to my heart. My brother's keeper. Can you stand up for me, young man, with that shirt on that says MPK with the hoodie? Y'all see that? Turn around. Let me see the back of it too. Y'all see that? So I've been running the My Brother's Keeper program for the last 9 years, 10 years. My Brother's Keeper's initiative. Give me a hand clap. The last 10 years. This initiative started by Barack Obama in 2016 when Trayvon Martin was killed. Barack Obama said that Trayvon could have been my son. So he started MBK programs all over the country. And every program, and all of them do something different. So in 2016, when he was leaving the White House, he invited innovative programs throughout the country. And we were selected as one of those programs. And what will be different about our program is that we hire college students to mentor the high school students, undergraduates to mentor the middle school students, and have the high school's boys read to the elementary school students. But what was deep about it is that we taught them massive doses of African history, Latino history. We taught them all about their history. Taught them entrepreneurship, how to operate their own business. They will demonstrate that in a few minutes. Taught them all that. Work with them, and then when we get through working, we stay with them from high school all the way to college. And then when they graduate from high school, we turn them on to For the Brothers. That's how they got involved. So Quintrell went through the program, was another young guy, and then you see the 3 guys back there, they're part of it right now. And we go into the schools and we meet once a week, every week. And we in there, we part liberating information. Where did Pharaoh go? Pharaoh worked with me. There's another guy that worked with us, one of the mentors with it. We in 17 high schools for the boys and 8 high schools for the girls. So it's MBK and MSK. And what was different about us is that we were creating fraternities in high school. Somebody asked me, what do I mean by that? I'm glad you asked. We wasn't pledging them, but just like the fraternities in high school, right? There's a pledge period. What is MBK? My brother's keeper. When was it found? 2014. By who? Barack Obama. For what? To help young men of color transition from one life stage to another. We met in circles because we all leaders. We stand in V formation because we got each other's back. We stand from the shortest to the tall to show evolution from boys to men. These are the things that the kids, we were teaching. I don't even call them kids, the young men. And we did it on a weekly basis. I'm talking like this. Don't see me cry in a few minutes. So we've been doing it. We feed them pizza. We feed them whatever they want. And all the activities that we do, everything is free. And that's how we got hooked up with for the brothers. Justin, David, they work for the airport. So we would take the young men to the airport for American Airlines when they had Black Professional Network. And we would take them up there to the airport. Want to head it like this. I said that for a reason. And we would see all the different opportunities that they had. They hired young people. What's Caesar? Caesar, though. We would bring them in there. He's there too. So they would see us bring these young men and we would do it for like 5 months. Then the next group, 5 months, they would come once. And we would do everything inside American Airlines you can think of. We're inside the cockpit. We out on the tarmac. Don't say nothing, but there's another person there. We got security in here. And we in there, right? We on places that nobody else get to. We up inside the tower where they telling the planes to come in. We in places you don't get to go to. You don't get to walk out on the tarmac. You don't get the chance to sit up in the plane, to sit in the cockpit. You know, anything and everything that was up at American Airlines, they allowed us to do it, and that's how we created the organization for the brothers. Right? Can y'all give them a hand for that? The reason I'm saying this is because when Donald Trump came in office, they ended the program. I've been sick for the last 6 months. I was crying, going through a whole lot of emotional stuff because they wouldn't even let me go back up into schools. They said that MBK is a woke organization. And Mr. Ricky, and you woke. Well, I couldn't deny that.
Facts.
So they ended the program, froze the funds, had news articles about it. And those young men right there, they didn't know. I couldn't get in. They wouldn't even let me in the building. And if you work for MBK, you can't even come to the buildings. Why do you think they did that? Because it was successful. Every year we graduate 60 to 70 boys and girls. We dress them. They put them in brand new suits, customized suits. They get to pick their own suits from the short to pick their own stuff. At one time, American Airlines was giving them, we had flights to fly wherever they want to go. We had to change it. Somebody asked me why. Because they didn't know where to go. They'd never been on an airplane before. So we would give them tickets to fly where they want to. They had to get a ticket back because where would I go? So that's how they got it started. So we have it as a presentation because our kids don't know. And even right now, they ended the program, but they had to renew. They had to go back in there. Now it's called LIT, Leaders in Training. So we'll be back up in the building starting this month. But that's sad. And I hope to never have to do that again. Yeah, come on, ask the question.
Who came up with that name?
LIT. I did. There's a song called Every Day We Lit. You can tell me. Yeah, but I didn't want to say that. But so I had to change the MBK. Because they wouldn't let me say my brother's keeper. I couldn't say anything that's cultural or anything that dealt with male socialization, so I had to come up with a different name for it.
In the DEI crap.
Yeah, because of that. So if y'all know anything about that, in all the schools. So I've had parents calling, teachers calling, counselors calling. Rick, when you going to get back up in there? Heck, I was at Will Rogers with Andre at the Ambassadors 2 days ago. I pull up in there, one of the young men over at Poly. Hey, Mr. Ricky, when y'all coming back? They want to see that. In order to be a man, you got to what? See a man. And you can't lead where you don't go, and you certainly can't teach those you don't know. That's right. So we want a relationship with them. I didn't invite them in here. They came in here today. If I have any of them young men come here on this mic, they going to talk just like I'm talking right now. It's meaningful. So I said that to say, we're going to continue the program going. It won't be called MBK until you need to hear that. The pendulum swings both ways. Right now, it's swinging this way, but it's swinging back the other way. And we're going to stand 10 toes down and continue to do what we do and continue to serve the community. So, can I get an amen for that one? All right. I think and I didn't even mention the fact that we all also have MSK too, my sister's keeper. So MBK and MSK, but right now we'll be called LIT until it's time to get back on. Got that? Any questions? All right. And from that, that's it. Joe, are you going to talk about future? Yeah. You not ready? Joe? And Joe's a young man that went through the program, and he started Future Bill. Woo! Okay.
How y'all doing? Good night. My name is Joe Thomas. I'm a college graduate.
That's right. He said college graduate. Just graduated.
Just graduated 2 weeks ago. I started a company where I find and create jobs for college students. I help them find their purpose, understanding how hard it was for me coming to Texas and finding my mentors and connecting with them. So I built a program so it'll have to be hard for our college students, even our students that's trying to get to college, kids that's trying to get to college. Making it real accessible for them, easy for them, and building with the people that's already in our communities. And that's really it.
All right.
We're gonna deviate.
Okay.
All right, so thank you, Brother Ricky, thank you, Sisterhood, thank you, Brother Joe, and Brother Rowe. So now we're gonna kind of deviate from the program. So I know y'all smelling amazing food over there. The chef over there cooked it up, and Miss Toya once again, shout out to her for setting up this as well. So y'all can go ahead. We're gonna do like a 10-minute intermission, so we can go ahead and get food. Make sure we're gonna follow the African tradition, right? So the elders, make sure the elders go first, and then the kids, and then everybody can go ahead and enjoy some food, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes, and then we'll do the panel discussion.
Good. You don't know. Hey, and talk to somebody you don't know, please.
Network, yeah.
Can't worry. You got back to see. You got a few more minutes.
You gotta be able to talk. On the spot. You supposed to always have the element getting ready.
It'll take time.
That's probably.
And get involved. Come on, brother. But I mean, I can see. And then I think I'll load the like man. You can go to the spot and then go everything. We're not flying this year. We're flying in flight. And I just want to give a special shout out to the chef, Mr. Cecil Collins. Thank you again for providing the food, and also our organization for coming together and providing the other snacks and everything. I know we're doing it. Need to be up. I know. No, where's the panel? Economics is kind of like Black Wall Street, like how people come together.
Huh?
They go to that.
Yeah, they got some regular orange juice and soda.
I decide. I got you back. Ideal.
Rick.
Roll, let's say, where's Roll? Roll. Come on, right there. Come on. You talking about you get out? I would love you to be on. Huh?
Oh, you. Okay, go ahead. We may do this. You made it spicy. Like if I gave like with the system like the fan food
I'm stopping this counter for now.